you're trying to get more views on your YouTube videos, but you're not utilizing these 3 techniques that professional video editors use to keep you watching, you're missing out big time. It is time for us to uncover the secret to editing the perfect video. The first thing pro editors do is flood the viewer with information right off the bat. This is incredibly effective at boosting the video's view count, but what exactly is it and why does it work? Being a content creator isn't just about being creative anymore. If you want a video to perform, you have to understand your audience, and that takes a little bit of psychology. Back in 2015, a study was released that put the average human attention span at just around 8 seconds, which is abysmal. But wait, there's more. With the advent of TikTok and YouTube Shorts, that number just keeps shrinking. Now, some marketers are saying that you only have between 1 and 5 seconds to catch the attention of the average viewer. That's insane. Professional video editors know this, so to keep the viewer watching, they basically flood the screen with a lot of information, a lot of cuts and exciting edits during the first 30 seconds or so. This is known as the hook because the first 30 seconds are the really important time where most viewers will decide whether they're gonna click off of your video or keep watching. If you can keep people watching through that first 30 seconds of the video, chances are you'll have them for the remainder of the video. On the other hand, if people decide to click off of your video during the first few seconds, that's really gonna hurt. And it's likely your video will be sent to algorithm hell and never be seen again. So the question is, how do we keep people watching through the first 30 seconds of the video? Well, pro editors like Hayden HillierSmith change the visual on the screen at most every 5 seconds. Yes, the longest anything appears on the screen for the first 30 seconds or longer of the video is 5 seconds. They're throwing a lot of information at the viewer. This keeps people intrigued and keeps them watching. And yeah, that's a lot of editing. Later on in the video, you can slow down a bit, give your content some room to breathe, but the stats don't lie. The faster pace you make the hook of your video by adding B-roll and text over the screen, the more likely you are to have higher viewer retention, which results in better views. But I've done all of that, and constantly changing the visuals just doesn't seem to cut it. Something is missing. Sound. The next thing pro editors do is sound design videos with a lot of high quality sound effects and good music. But this isn't your mother's sound design. We're talking ramps and whooshes on the cuts, building the entrance of music and setting the tone of the video with music that fits the mood that you're trying to get across. It's incredibly important to lead your viewer to feel what you want them to feel, because that feeling more than anything else will keep them watching in the long run. I'm gonna let you in on a huge secret for sound designing the first 30 seconds of your video, the hook. You wanna use something called tension risers, if you can. A tension riser is a sound effect that slowly builds, just creating this sort of, well, tension and anxiety and expecting something to happen, expecting a payoff. These are often used in thriller films or horror movies where the character is exploring something dangerous and there might be something lurking around the corner, and then you get that feeling in your gut and you feel like there's gonna be a peek and you're just on the edge of your seat. This works in YouTube too. So putting one at the beginning of your video and running that through the first 30 seconds will keep your audience at the edge of their seat, expecting the payoff, expecting something good to happen, and then eventually you can deliver by going into the main part of your video. Sound design, especially with tension risers at the beginning to keep people waiting through that first 30 seconds for the payoff, is kind of just playing with emotions, but that's what we do as filmmakers, and as a YouTuber, you are a filmmaker. Royalty-free music sites are the best place for you to get started getting these sort of assets to use the tension risers or use good music. I have my favorite resources for that linked in the description below. You should definitely start spending more time on sound design, but that's still not enough to make the perfect video. I feel like something is missing. The video's missing heart. This is where things get real. The greatest technique to perfect your video editing is the hardest of them all. It is going to make you dive into some mind-numbingly complex editing strategies. You have to tell a story. In the first 30 seconds, open up a goal to accomplish by the end of the video. In a daily vlog, this is really easy. You can say like, I have to complete this marathon that I'm running today by the end of the video. That is your goal for the video. My goal for this video is to discover the secrets to making the perfect video edit. Next, progress toward that goal and make the progress parts of your video more exciting with faster cuts and more uplifting, exciting sound design. Then, just as you're reaching the top, right as you're about to reach your goal, have a setback. I've done all of that. Something is missing. Now the audience wants to see you recover and start working toward your goal again. They're rooting for you. They want to see you accomplish it. They're going to stick around and you can't let them down. Start building momentum again. Get things excited. Maybe even have another setback. The video's missing heart. But get back up. Progress your video towards the goal that you set at the beginning. Keep going, and finally pay it off in the end. Once your video goal is met, your story is complete, and you may have just successfully edited the perfect YouTube video.